Ready? It's on play. Let me get my wine.
Hello. Oh, I just gleeked.
Gleeked it?
Gleeked it. Why am I losing my train of thought tonight? Hey, y'all.
Hi.
I'm Dayahn.
I'm Lauren.
And we are Cakes and Complaints. Child. 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 Ooh, child. That's what I thought when I watched Insecure today. Like, ooh, child.
Okay. So we're back with another episode. No Waistbeads.
No
just
Waistbeads.
wine.
Just wine.
We found a new spot.
Do y'all like this spot? Like, I think we look super cute in this spot.
Yeah,
so
I like this spot.
we just didn't feel like making Waistbeads today. And you know what? That's our business.
That's our business.
Oh, I love her. Tabitha Brown. I love you.
Come on in the room. Skylar Brown?
No, like so like that.
Yeah. She always be singing when she be making her food. Come on
She
in
do.
the room.
I like her.
I love her
Tabitha
too. That's my boo.
I hope to meet you one day.
We
'cause I
love you.
Like so like that.
We gonna be in LA and we gonna chase you down, girl.
Chase you down. You're so beautiful and I love you.
Delicious.
That's neither here nor there.
Okay.
We are on episode 6. Lowkey done of Insecure. And
That episode was slow.
that episode was slow.
They yanking our tails.
Yeah, I feel like they're stretching it out just a little bit.
They are. And one, I will say that I'm happy that she didn't call Nathan. I just knew that was Nathan on the phone. And I was just
Oh my
like,
gosh. So I totally thought Issa was calling Nathan. But let's recap her whole day. Like, she was trying to get her mind right. She was like, self-care Sunday. She goes to the grocery store trying to do the right thing. Car decline, trying to buy this woman groceries. I'm like, okay, that bottle of Rossi was probably $10.
that's no more than $10. It was $9.99.
So this woman had $140 worth of baby stuff.
They in LA.
I ain't having a baby.
They in LA. Let's talk about inflation. So it might have been $14.99.
40. Well, shoot, that don't justify the $135 that woman
Girl,
tried.
baby stuff is expensive.
I would have. And in my mind, I thought the woman was just like, she was pregnant and she was asking to cut the line.
I thought she
like,
was
I thought she was like, oh, I gotta pee. Oh, you know, I can't stand on my feet. Oh, you wanted me to buy $135 worth of stuff? Girl.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm like, ma'am, no.
I mean,
No.
I'm all for paying it for it.
I'm all
If
for
you
paying
got
for
it, you got it. But if you don't, you don't, right?
I got too many people of my own that don't got it, so I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go there
Pay
first.
it for to them first.
Yeah, I'm gonna help my people. But yeah, I've done that before. And this woman, she was outside the store, so I ain't gonna perp. I did do something nice for a woman that had a child and needed baby stuff. But but she wasn't bold. She was like, just, can I get some diapers and some wipes? But $135.
She asked for wipes only. Remember, it was like, you need anything else?
Yeah, yes, you were with me.
Mhm.
Yes, I'm like, that was crazy to me. I literally thought the lady was just trying to cut because she had to pee or something.
Yeah.
But she was bold. But then the lady like played
her.
Issa. She
She
played
was like,
Issa with her card
she's
and
like, you put things in perspective for me. Basically, you worse off than I am. I'm not as worse off as I thought I was. Hey, girl.
That was funny though. But yes, so then she tried to help the old man, George.
Hey,
who
George was hilarious. I was
hilarious.
literally screaming. George had me so weak.
He was so funny. He was crazy though.
Girl, I know Mass George's, girl.
I think every old man,
Every old man is a
old
George.
man turns into a George eventually. I think my daddy is on George status. My daddy's getting there. My daddy's in the 70s, and he be having some George moments
Oh my goodness.
for sure.
I want to know. Okay, I'm sorry. I refuse to pick up a stranger. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I can't do it. I just can't. When he was like, "Don't try nothing," I'm like, dang. I just couldn't. Not in the car by myself. I don't know.
I've done it before. Okay, so it was this woman, like, and I guess she wasn't, like, I didn't know her, but she was in my old apartment building. Like, this was back when I was in college. She was in my old apartment building, like, boo-hooing and crying. And I was like, ma'am, you okay? She was like, no, I I got dropped off here. I left my purse at work, and that literally had my keys to my house that are like boo-hooing and crying. And I was like, well, where do you work? I'll take you back. So literally I drove this woman back to this office building on like the medical campus of the college I went to. And so I dropped her off and she was like, I can figure out a ride home. She was like, thank you. This is all I needed. So she was legit. She needed her purse. Turns out the next semester that lady was my professor.
Oh.
She was my professor. So you never know. And she remembered me.
Did she give you an A?
Yeah, I actually did pass her class. I don't think I passed her class because I gave her a ride, but she was like, she was like,
well,
you look so familiar. I was like, so do you. And she was like, where do you live? And I told her, and she was like, so do I. And I was like, did you lose your purse and have someone take it? She was like, that was you.
So she lived in your building.
She lived in my building, but I didn't know her.
Girl.
So that was my good deed, and it came back to me.
And it didn't come back to you. You would have passed that class anyway.
I'm a genius. I'm actually pretty smart.
Well, I got a good, well, it wasn't a good deed. So today I was at Starbucks and the person in front of me paid for my drink. And so I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, I'll pay for the car behind me. And they were like, no. The girl behind him was like, you don't have to. I was like, how much is it? She was like, 24. And I was like, she was like, just drive off. I was like, okay, bye.
See, that is always my fear of like paying it forward. So I'm always looking like, how many people in that car? You got a minivan?
The girl at Starbucks was like, no, just drive off. Me drive my butt on off. So I'm like, see you later.
I want to pay it forward, but I'll be so sad if my meal was $5 and someone paid it for it and I done paid it $50. But you know,
one day I hope if I was like, if I had all discretionary income, I probably would have still I would have did it. But I was like 24. But anyway, so
I was like, tell them I bought one of their drinks. I bought a whole order. I bought a drink.
I bought one of their drinks. But so she helped I'm about to say Daniel.
George.
She helped George, Lord Jesus. She helped George, and then
she helped the girls that were celebrating the bachelor party.
Oh my gosh, that was, first of all, that was so whack.
First of all, like,
who does stuff like that?
Who does?
How whack are you?
And she was so good to them. She shared her bottle of cheap Rossi. I'm not judging people that drink Rossi, but no. She shared it. She was trying to have a good time. She went to dinner with them. For them to bolt off on her.
I knew she was daydreaming when that whole painting thing, but that would have been so fire.
I'm sorry. That would have been a daydream.
She was like,
if that was me, I would have had to call Molly to come bail me out because I would have tore all the
Molly wouldn't come in.
She might have.
Molly would have hung up, but she would have been a collect call from Issa. She would have hung up like click.
But I'm sorry, I would have had to beat them girls down.
That was crazy, but I mean, I get like doing fun, spontaneous stuff, but not at the expense of other people. That's just not okay to me.
And I've hosted a bunch of bachelorette parties for my friends. Like, we've done fun stuff like find a random stranger to buy you a shot. Go dance with that person. But none of our stuff was malicious. I would never. That was so nasty. And
so if you're that kind of person, shame on you. Shame
on you. So, shame. I was so excited to see Kyla Pratt acting again. We haven't seen her in anything in a while. So I was so excited to see her. She still looks the same.
The little stupid
princess. What was that?
What
was that show she was in with Flat App?
With Flex?
The Flat App. He was called himself the Flat App.
I thought his name was Flex Anderson.
I know, but he was like Flat App on the show.
I never watched it.
You didn't watch that show?
No, I didn't watch the Flat App.
Flex Washington.
Oh, I thought it was Flex Anderson.
Flex Washington. He was like the Flat App man.
Flat App. I never watched it.
What show was that?
If you watch Flat App, drop us an emoji.
Please let us know what that was.
We probably call something like Me and Flat App, or those shows be stupid. Flat App.
All for one? All in one?
One.
And one for all?
No, one for all. I don't know.
I'm gonna figure it out.
But anyway, so when she called her mom, I couldn't even get my thoughts together. I was so happy. Let's talk about how I was secretly hoping for Tasha Mack. I was like, we don't want you regular mom. We want to see Tasha Mack.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I thought she was pulling up on Lawrence's house.
I couldn't remember where Lawrence lived at.
But I couldn't either.
I was like, whose house?
But I was excited to see it was her mom. And, I be looking for the undertones of everything. It reflected, like, me and my mom's relationship. Like, now I run to my mom in my 30s so much more than I did in my 20s. Like, me and my mom had Biggie and Tupac moments. Like, she didn't understand me. I didn't understand her. But she is, like, the first person I run to. We were Biggie and Tupac. Mm-hmm. Me and Nana Mae was arguing, boy.
You're so lucky to have her. She's wonderful.
She is a good mom. She is amazing mom.
I hope to have that relationship with Ava.
Oh, y'all will. Y'all will for sure. But we had a rough patch. We just didn't understand each other. Yeah. But, like, definitely my mom has my back. And, like, we talk about everything. So, literally, if I told my mom I hate you, she also hates you. Like, my mom is my bestie. My mom is not wishing you well nowhere. And my mom is the nicest lady ever. But I swear, if you did anything to me, my mom hates you. She don't wish you well.
She praying on your demise.
Oh, yeah. She's like, God don't like ugly, and don't you worry about it. So I'm like, God don't like ugly. You're ugly. So there's that. So I was so happy to see them connecting that way, because you never seen Issa turn to her mom, and like when they say your mom's gonna be your best friend sometimes, like her best friend is gone.
Her mom also knew. She knew that she needed that hug. She was like, come on, bring it in. She already knew it. And Issa had a chance to actually release and cry, and sometimes you need that. And so as somebody who doesn't have the relationship with their mom, there are still moments where I'm like, I wish I had my mom, because growing up, my mom and me had a great relationship. You just know, like, especially in the Black community, there are many moms out there who feel like, I raised my kids. And that's just my mom's deals. Like, I raised my kids. Like, you're a grown woman. You got it. Not to mention, I'm probably the most responsible out of my siblings. And so
I agree
my parents automatically believe, like, well, she's good. She don't need nothing or no help. And so there are many moments where I'm like, or I'm glad I have, like, Drea's mom. Or, I have a mom to go to. But there are many moments where I'm just, especially being a parent of a small child, it's like, okay, I need somebody to tell me something good. I need help. You know what I mean? Sure. And so, shout out to all the moms out there that just make adulting so much easier.
We love y'all.
We love y'all.
Shout out to Nana Mae. That's my mom.
We love you, Nana Mae. We love you, so much. Yeah, so that scene was beautiful. I loved how she just showed up, and then she was able to just cry on her mom's shoulder, and her mama didn't need no explanation. She just knows, Nope. Mama knows best.
Mama do be knowing.
So
So I definitely loved that.
It was beautiful.
So also one thing that I know you and I were like debating it last episode about Tiffany. So I want to point out that one of our followers, Lloydia, shout out to you. Thank you for joining our confetti clique. But she made a point in the comments that she was like, oh, Tiffany's postpartum, and maybe that will bring them together. But did y'all notice that Tiffany did not have that baby? It was Kelly. That had the baby. So maybe she's struggling.
Maybe she is struggling
a little bit. And then it showed Kelly leaving late at night. She was leaving Tiffany's house late at night. She's been there all day.
Shout out to the Kellys of the world. I know before I got married, I was a single mom. You were my Kelly.
Yeah.
It
was my child.
Yeah. Shout out to the Kellys of the world that show up in that rough time of being a new mom and you not knowing and not knowing when you're gonna sleep again or shower. Shout out to you just coming over for an hour so I could take a shower.
Oh, I loved it. I finally figured out how to put that baby carrier on. Me and Ava was out.
You, Andrea, Valor, y'all were my Kellys. Like, so shout out to y'all for being there in that. It's so hard being a new mom. Whether you have a mate or you don't, it is hard. Like, it is tough.
I can imagine.
Oh my gosh, adjusting to that new period, and it's so crazy because you're so happy, but then you also are like,
so
you're mourning your old life. You're tired. It's just a lot. So shout out to the Kellys of the world. If you have an opportunity to ever be a Kelly, there's a special place for you in heaven.
But like, definitely, and I think just reflecting on Kelly and like her not having her own children, it's therapeutic for us too to be a Kelly. Like, oh my gosh, Ava was like the light of my life when she was born. Like, you could not part us. I just wanted to hold her. I just wanted to be with her. You want me to watch her? Oh, I love picking her up from daycare and she would just light up when I would see her. So it's definitely therapeutic to be a Kelly too. Just love on a baby that way, especially if you don't have your own. So
yeah, it takes a village, right?
Yeah,
but yeah, that's interesting to see that. I can't wait to see the next episode. What that looks like.
What that looks like. She was there from morning to night, so I thought that was really interesting. Yeah. So I don't know if y'all picked that up, but thank you, Lordy, for
thank you, Lordy. That was such a good point. Love that. Love that.
So to the nits and the grits of the episode.
This episode was slow.
But the cliffhanger is Issa seeing Molly in that Ethiopian restaurant. Did you think she was gonna go in?
I did. I was like, yes, go in. You know what I thought was gonna happen? I thought she was gonna go in. Molly was gonna be like, psh, and keep looking at her phone. That's what I would do. I'd be like, psh. I've done that before. I ran into an old friend, ex-friend, and looked at them straight in the face and been like, psh.
Yeah, but Issa said herself she's tired of apologizing. She's tired of trying to fix the situation.
Okay, what are your thoughts on that, though? Because I know sometimes in relationships it can be unbalanced. You can feel like it's always you, but has it always been Issa? You know what I mean? Like, you know how you say, like, it's always me, but then you think about, if you really sit down and think about it, it's not always you.
I don't think I've ever heard Molly apologize for anything.
You just hate Molly.
No, I don't hate Molly. Molly is one of those people, you know, like when your mom beats your ass and then she be like, I fixed your favorite dinner. Like, Molly is one of those, like, when I'm ready to apologize in my way, you're just going to have to take it. Like, she doesn't apologize with words. She was like, oh, we're moving on. You want to go get sushi? You want to blah, blah, blah. That's how Molly apologizes. So she might have felt in her mind she said sorry.
She did the same thing to her father, though, remember? She was pissed.
She gave him that piece of pie.
Treated him like crap the whole time, and then she gave him pie. So that just might be their family dynamic, and that's just how she doesn't make it okay.
Doesn't make it okay.
But she hasn't learned how to effectively communicate, because people need closure. When you're beefing with somebody you care about, both parties need that closure. You need to be able to, you know, they need the closure the way they need to receive it. And so I feel her on that. But when it's your best friend and somebody you really, really care about, how long is too long to let it just keep going on? Does it really matter who the bigger person is? Does it matter who apologizes first?
I don't think it matters.
I don't think it matters either.
I don't think it matters. But at the same time, like how she was acting like you're always this, like she said some really hurtful stuff, and you can see
she said you still the same stuff.
Right.
I'm like,
and you can see Issa reflecting on that the next day in bed, like she was playing those words in her mind. So for me, you definitely have to be in a place to receive an apology and also give one.
Yeah.
I don't think Issa was in that space because she was still playing all of that in her head. So I think having the space is good.
Yeah.
Like they're not ready. I think when they are, somebody will reach out. But I really don't think it's going to be Molly. I think it's going to be Issa.
I would have felt like, though, now granted, they're best friends. They do everything together. They're going to end up in the same places. I would have took it as seeing my best friend in our place or in a restaurant that I'm going to. She was geeked to get that food. She was like so geeked. She was making a song about it. Like, I'm about to go get some food from an Ethiopian, and it's gonna be, what she say?
She said that don't even rhyme.
Right. But she was geeked to go get it. So to see your friend, like, I would have taken that as a sign, like, this is the time we're supposed to get it together. Kelly been blowing you up all day. You talked to Kelly. Kelly's like, why haven't you apologized? She should have took that opportunity, because Molly could get hit by a car next episode. She got her own special coming out. She get hit by a car.
Oh, my God. What was that saying? Was like, when it was saying life is short, apologize. And it was like, they knew life was short when they did that shit to me. I ain't saying nothing.
You knew life was short when you did what you did.
So I don't believe that. Life is short. She could get hit by a bus. She could get choked up on that Ethiopian food. Mm-hmm. Regardless, you knew life was short when you did what you did to me. So
we need to go to Ethiopian place.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, the one that was here closed, and
Imanu?
It was so...
The one in Ridge. Imanu?
I don't think that's the word.
It wasn't Imanu?
No. I don't think that's what it was called.
We're talking about the same place, though. Right? Okay.
Yeah, on Montgomery and Ridge.
Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah, I don't think you should apologize just because life is short. I don't. And I wholeheartedly believe life was short when you did what you did to me. So that does not warrant an apology.
All right. Okay, so who do you agree with? Do you believe that life is short and you should just have the conversation, or do you not? You believe that you knew what you was doing, you knew life was short when you did what you did.
Like when people be like, life's short, let's apologize. Like life ain't short. I will live forever. But
we want to hear from y'all. Tell us in the comments if you agree with me or Dayahn. Oh my god,
y'all agree with me.
All right, what else you got? Because I mean, really, this episode was so short, y'all. Well, they're all short, but it was just so like...
It was so short, and it was just an awkward episode.
It was awkward. I think we all experienced that time, though, after getting to a big fight with somebody you really care about, where it just feels very lonely and like...
Lonely. You want to fill the void somehow.
Yeah.
Like, she was trying to like, okay, let me find your center. Like, she was like, okay, let me clean my house. And sometimes that can rebalance you. Let me do these good things for the pregnant lady. Let me do these good things for the old people. Let me do these good things for, you know, this wedding party. But like sometimes you just need that time to reflect for yourself.
Oh, you know what else also I forgot to say? I think it's funny that you could tell there was a moment where the girls was gassing her up, like, girl, you the bomb, you this, you that. You could tell that Issa was thinking like, yeah, I am the bomb. And then it's the same girls that was hyping you up was the ones that left you with the bill. And I think that signifies that you think the grass is greener on the other side,
but you still gotta mow it.
And so
that's a good point.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, because I felt like, you know, the connection, you know, you just, that happened, and then you start to think like, well, I'm good without that person. I got other people.
You do.
You know, and then boom, it hits you like, but they don't got your back. That was crazy. That was crap. Oh my god, that made me so mad. I was like, really?
I was really hurt for her.
That sucked, but
lesson learned.
Lesson learned, yeah, right?
Yeah.
Don't go to sipping paints with strangers.
Yeah, and don't bring Rossi.
I told Dayahn that I want to do another paint sip, and she was like, I got too many paints. I'm tired of painting
and sipping. Like, if y'all paint sippers, like, that's great. Get your coin. But I'm tired. I only got so many walls in my apartment. Like, the paint sips have moved to my office. Like, one of mine, like, I don't care. Like, she's in my office, and it's very abstract, and it's supposed to be me, like, at one of the sipping paints for my sorority, but she has the biggest boobs on my wall in my office. I'm like, these boobs are huge. But I don't care because I don't have any walls in my house. So, no, I don't want to paint and sip anymore. But you know what I do want to do that now came out? Them paint and pours, where you get the cup and you put all the paint in it and you do like the ringlets of colors and then you flip it on the canvas and like you pull it up. And we're going to pull up a YouTube video of like a pour.
I don't want to watch a YouTube video. Just take me.
Yeah, they used to have them at Black Coffee, but you know, the world shut down.
Yeah, back up.
So we have to do that. But definitely tell us what your thoughts are about this episode. We thought it was kind of dry.
It was dry. It's just popcorn that I burnt.
It is burnt popcorn, but I'm going to still smash it. But yes, tell us what y'all think. Tell us what your predictions are for next episode. Do you have any predictions for next episode?
I predict that we're gonna see Lawrence again.
If we don't see Lawrence,
dang, what Lawrence doing? It's so important that he can't be a part of these episodes. They just not trying to pay Lawrence. What is the deal? Like, what's the deal? You got rid of Condoleezza. Now what?
Yeah, I want to see Lawrence, but I also want to see her connect with Nathan.
I don't.
I do.
He played her so he disappeared. How's he gonna disappear?
He back now. I want to see how that storyline builds.
All right.
I don't know. I feel like they moved Lawrence out for a reason. He might be the reason.
I don't know what happened this episode. I just hope that more happens than what happened this episode.
I know. Y'all need to quit playing this.
I know.
Y'all need to quit playing this. Because, that was 30 minutes that felt like 30 seconds.
It did. It really did.
30 minutes that felt like 30 seconds. And I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
Y'all at least...
Coronavirus.
A piece of popcorn choked me. I think Issa got a voodoo doll on us. She was like, you gonna stop talking about my show? So, I nearly died. But, they need to be like 45 seconds. Yeah. I don't have much to say.
Dang. Okay. All right. So if you love us, make sure you join the confetti click and that you click that subscribe button. Also, can y'all drop us some ideas? We're about to try to figure out what to put in an intro video. And we don't know where to start. Y'all know we're new to this. We're really trying hard to like not bore y'all. But also to start looking like, we learning something. You know what will help us learn? It'll help us learn if we actually put some effort into learning something. Yeah. That's
true.
Okay, yeah. So drop your favorite links, whatever you got. We want to talk to y'all. We want to hear from y'all. So hit that bell, hit that subscribe button. Join the confetti click. We love y'all.
We love y'all.
We'll have a new video for you on Thursday. And thank you so much for spending time with us.
Subscribe. Thank you so much. We love all of you.
Yeah, we do.
And we can't wait to hear from y'all.
Bye.
Bye.